A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 1, verses 1 to 18. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. The Word was first. The Word present to God. God present to the Word. The Word was God, and readiness for God from day one. Everything was created through Him. Nothing, not one thing came into being without Him. What came into existence was life, and the life was light to live by. The life light blazed out of the darkness. The darkness couldn't put it out. There was once a man, his name John, sent by God to point out the way to the life light. He came to show everyone where to look, who to believe in. John was not himself the light. He was there to show the way to the light. The life light was the real thing. Every person entering life, He brings into light. He was in the world. The world was there through Him. And yet, the world didn't even notice. He came to His own people, but they didn't want Him. But whoever did want Him, who believed He was who He claimed and would do what He said, He made to be their true selves, the child of God's selves. These are the God-begotten, not blood-begotten, not flesh-begotten, not sex-begotten. The world became flesh and blood, and moved into the neighborhood. We saw the glory with our own eyes, the one-of-a-kind glory, like Father, like Son, generous inside and out, through from the start to finish. John pointed Him out and called, "This is the one I told you was coming after me, but in fact was ahead of me. He has always been ahead of me, has always had the first word." We all live off His generous abundance, give after give after give. We got these basics from Moses, and then this exuberant giving and receiving, this endless knowing and understanding, all this came through Jesus the Messiah. No one has ever seen God, not so much as a glimpse. This one-of-a-kind, God expression, who exists at the very heart of the Father, has made Him plain as day. The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. Let's listen to a short reflection according to St. John chapter 1 verses 1 to 18. The Word made flesh, the light that guides us. The prologue of John's Gospel unveils the profound mystery of the Word becoming flesh, the light of God entering the world. From the creation narrative to the Incarnation, light symbolizes God's revelation, grace, and love. The Old Testament witnesses this divine illumination through figures like Abraham and Moses, preparing humanity for its fulfillment in Jesus Christ. John the Baptist stands as the final herald of this light, pointing toward the one who embodies grace and truth. The Word, existing with the Father from the beginning, reveals God's love in its fullness through the person of Jesus. As the Torah was for Israel a beacon of divine wisdom and life, so the Word becomes flesh, dwelling among us, making God's glory visible and tangible. This is the ultimate epiphany. God's glory is no longer confined to the temple or the tabernacle but revealed in the human frailty of Christ. The mission of the Church today is to witness this light in the world, especially amidst darkness. Pope Francis' emphasis on accompaniment, mercy, and the joy of the gospel reflects the light of Christ's presence that seeks out the lost and marginalized. The Eucharist and the Word have become the visible sign of this light, a source of grace, communion, and transformation. As we contemplate the Word made flesh, we are invited to walk in the light, embracing our call to serve as witnesses. In Christ's self-emptying love on the cross, we see the glory of God. A love without limits that transforms even death into life. May we reflect this light in our own lives, becoming beacons of hope, grace, and peace to a world yearning for God's presence.